Hey guys, what is up? It is Marks here from Tyrone Gaming, and today we're doing the 3Doodler product review. Now this right here is the 3Doodler box. That's upside down. The 3Doodler box, that's the pen, that's their logo, that's their slogan type thing. Pretty simple. Now, right out of the box, it comes with the 3Doodler itself, as well as a little tip for it, which I use as mostly a stand. It comes with a charging cable. Now, I say charging cable, but it's not really a charging cable. You do have to have it plugged in all the time while you're using it, just because it needs a constant source of heat, which is electrical heat, sorry. Yeah, but the cable is pretty long. I'll demonstrate right now how long it is. The cable is this long, okay? So that is my entire arm span, plus a little bit. So it is pretty long. You know, I mean, it's going to fit to basically wherever your workspace is, wherever you're working with it, I guess. It is going to fit to it. Also, right out of the box. I didn't do an unboxing of this because I had trouble right out of the box. So that's another reason that this will not get a 10 out of 10, because I did have trouble with it right out of the box. But yeah, so it will also come with three things. It comes with a nozzle remover for if it's jammed, or if you can buy extra nozzles for it. It comes with a maintenance hatch. Basically, this is an extra hatch for the maintenance hatch located there on the 3Doodler. This you can take off if you ever need to do maintenance on it or whatever. It is very easy to take off and put back. It's actually very convenient that way. It also comes with a cleaner, which is meant for if you're switching plastics. I actually haven't used this for a while. It is a little bit bent. It was in the box for a while. But yeah, so also out of the box, you're going to get three things of plastic. Or two, actually, sorry. The first one is ABS plastic. Now you can see I've already used all the plastic in there. But I will read you what does come in it. There's 5 Blue Lagoon plastics. What's this, actually? There is 5 Super Yellow, 5 Gorilla Green, 5 Highlighter Orange, and 5 Hot Pink. So that's what you get. And then you get a PLA plastic, which is a lower temperature to do it. You get 5 Tuxedo Black, 5 Foggy Day Green, 5 Snow White, 5 Clearly Blue, and 5 Clearly Clear. So I do have all these intact. That would be your Tuxedo Black. This would be your Foggy Day Gray. This would be your Snow White. This is your Clearly Clear, and this is your Clearly Blue. Yeah, and there's 5 of each, so there's 25 in total, as well as I did buy 3 additional packets of colors. I bought a whole thing of 25 Royal Blue, because I do like blue. I bought a whole 25 of Tuxedo Black, although I do actually already I've used a few of these. And then I bought a whole thing of 25 strands of OJ Orange, which I have not used Royal Blue and OJ Orange. So, some of the things that you can create, I thought I would show you that. I did create kind of a bat signal thing. My brother's also been playing around with it. He made his name in pink and in black. So, and I didn't actually have a layered design, so I did make one really quickly. And here it is. It's a very simple design, but it is kind of cool. As you can see, it is comprised of multiple layers. So this was very easy to make. As you can see, it's just an X. Very easy to make. So I'm going to plug the 3Doodler in, and then I'll get back to you. So once it's plugged in, it's going to look like this, got the plug in the back. So you have 3 settings as well as a temperature adjustment right there for kind of the pros at it. I haven't dicked around with my temperature at all, so my temperature is completely based. So there's off, low, and high. It's just like that, off, low, and high. I'm pretty sure the camera can't see that. Try and get that off, low, and high located right there. So off is obviously off, low is for PLA, and then high is for ABS. So I, in this video, will be using black PLA, but I'm going to use it on high, just because I'm finding that my PLA works better on high. So yeah, once you turn it on, you're going to get a red charging light right there. So once that red charging light disappears, it'll either turn green for PLA or blue for ABS. Green is obviously low. High is ABS, which is blue. So, right out of the bat. I do have some black stuff on the nozzle, if you guys can see it. That's from just straight usage. And yeah, you can, as I said before, you can kind of use that little rubber thing as a stand. And it takes about a minute, maybe a minute and a half to heat up. It's not too bad. And then to actually get extruding, I would say 15 seconds after you press down the button. But once it's extruding, you can do continuous flow and stuff. And yeah, I'll go over all that once I do start the actual process. So I'm going to pause the video right here, wait for it to heat up, and then I'll get back to you guys. So it is all heated up. As you can see, it is blue because I'm going to be using PLA, but I already did explain that before. Blue is for ABS, but I'm finding my PLA works better on the high setting. So how you insert the rods is you take out a strand of plastic. I'm using the 25 strands of Tuxedo Black just because I already had it open. And you're going to want to put it down in this back hole. It's opposite to the charging hole. If you guys can see that at the very end. Now I can actually insert this because I already have plastic in there. That's a smaller strand that's been used a little bit. But yeah. So basically, once you feel it kind of hit some gears, it's going to lock in place. It's going to be really hard to take out after that. Once you feel it kind of lock in place, you're going to want to give it a small counterclockwise twist, and then you're basically ready to go. So to start it up, just hold, this is your fast and slow buttons. Big one is obviously your fast, slow is smaller. You're going to hear a little noise. Be careful not to touch the tip, giggity, because it is really hot as it is extruding plastic that's been melted down. So like I said, it does take a little while to start. I'm using a wood surface because I find that it actually sticks quite well to wood. And so as you're seeing, it's extruding a little bit now. Now the speed kind of will pick up. As you're seeing, it's extruding quite a bit more now. And so the idea of these is to draw kind of straight up in the air. Now if I hold down that and stop it, you can see the drawing straight up in the air isn't overly easy just because it was made a little bit thin. So I'm going to try and get a good base here. And then if I draw a thick line up in the air, then stop it. It will stay if you leave it to dry for long enough. I haven't exactly figured that out, but right offhand I'm going to make an M. Yeah, I probably should be making a T, but I'll make a small M just for you guys. I won't try too hard on it just because I just want to do this for time's sake. Yeah, it's not the best M, but it's not awful. So the idea of these pens is it's almost like a 3D printing pen, which I'd say is a little off just because they are a lot harder to use than 3D printers. But there's upsides if you're not very good at designing things with like computer systems and whatnot. Then these are kind of your thing because you do not have to design anything. You just turn it on and you are ready to go, which is why I do like these, is because I suck at designing crap on computers. I can do it if I really sit down and try, but with this I kind of want to just get in and get going, same as I'd want to do with a 3D printer. So yeah, I'll click it off now. There is like a stop feature, but yeah. Oh, I waited a little too long. Oh, okay, so it is still a little hot right now. It's not like I can hold my hand there. It's not that hot. You're just going to wait till it fully cools down. If you have like a cold glass or whatever you fill with ice or something, you can just do that now. Yeah, it's pretty much cooled down now, so I'm trying to peel it off. As I said, it sticks really well to wood, which is why I'm using a wood background. Also, it can't melt through wood. So, if you can see it like that, as I said before, it's not the best M. It's pretty bad, but, the bottom is flat with no wood residue. I'm just using a small piece of plywood. So yeah, that's something I just made kind of offhand. It was really easy to make that, as well as pretty fun. So now, on to the rating of it. So, in the rating, I'm going to take a few things into consideration. How consistently it works, I'll definitely take into consideration. How easy it is to use. Does it work out of the box, which we've already figured out is a no. Well, for me it was. And all sorts of stuff like that. And cost, obviously. So, the cost is $100 for the actual 3D. That's $100 US, so about 115 or so in Canadian. Each strand of plastic, it does come with the two included, but yeah, each thing of plastic costs, I think it's $10 American, so $15, $20 Canadian. So the whole package together, if you do want a few extra strands of plastic, is a lot. Plus, you can get the jetpack, which is a portable power source, which I didn't actually look how much it was. Also, the foot pedal, so you can do it with your foot. There's the nozzle kit for different types of nozzles for different creations. I think that's about it. And there's a nozzle holder and like plastic and pen holder and stuff if you're going to be using it for a long time. But yeah, so that's basically your accessories. Being as the base 3Doodler is only $100, which is actually pretty good for most 3D printing pens, I'm going to give that aspect a 9 out of 10. It could be a lot cheaper. I mean, I'm sure they make it for around $50. So it could be cheaper, but then again, it is a 3D printing pen. It is what I would call a reasonable alternative to 3D printing. If you're getting into it and you're starting out, it is reasonable, so I'll give that a 9 out of 10. The reason it is so high is because it could be a lot more expensive. So, on to how it works. So, if you get one that works, it will consistently work. It seems more of a touch-and-go type of deal. I looked online on reviews, and a lot of people have said the same thing as me. It doesn't work out of the box, but you return it, and they give you another one, and then that one works great. So I'm going to give this about a 5 out of 10, partially. I mean, the biggest part in this is it didn't work out of the box for me, and it sounds like it didn't work out of the box for a lot of people, which is a little bit sad. What I kind of think that they're doing, now I didn't buy another one, I didn't, refund and transfer something. I bought this through their actual website, so kind of a refund was an option, but just swapping it out for another one really wasn't. So I contacted the company, and they did actually agree to just take it in free of charge and fix it, which was great. They took a little longer than expected. They said about 14 days, but I'd say they took a little bit longer than 14 days. But, all in all, it works really good after you get it to work, as weird as that sounds. It does work really good after you get it to work. So, I mean, I can't complain that much, being as it did work after we got it to work. So I'll give that a 5 out of 10. Now, as for, availability, I think it's available in all countries, so that's 10 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's about the last category. So, overall rating, I'm actually going to have to say, I think a tentative 7 out of 10. Now, I'm saying that because of two things. The fact that it didn't work out of the box is a huge downside, and if it worked out of the box, I would probably give it closer to a 9 out of 10. But it didn't work out of the box, and it didn't work out of the box for a lot of people. So that's a big downside, meaning if you get this, don't really expect it to work out of the box. Which is very, very sad, obviously. Something like this you would expect to work out of the box. And right when you get it, you want to play with it, you want to, doodle around with it, you want to do whatever. Now, it's not that hard to use either. You can kind of just pick it up and start going. It takes a bit to get used to. It is, the plastic, that's fairly inexpensive. A pack of 25 is going to last you anywhere from a month to about 3 weeks, depending on how much you use it, obviously. One pack of plastic lasted me, I'd say 2 weeks, but that is, I used it a ton in the first week, just to see, how good is this, because I didn't get mine back for, I would have got it back, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I got it back a few days ago, I think. So I've used it a crap ton. Plus, I used some before it broke out of the box. So, that being said, I would say I probably got a good 2 weeks of usage out of that. I was using it a crap ton, though. So, that's more or less not a big deal. And as for expensiveness, if you're just buying the 3Doodler, it comes with a makeshift stand, so you don't really have to buy that. It comes with all the stuff you need, and I mean it's pretty cheap. It could be a lot more expensive. If you look at something like the Scribbler V2, it's a lot more expensive. So it's not that bad in that way. But I mean, the fact that it doesn't work out of the box does kind of tell you something. It tells you that they more or less use cheap parts in the start, and then once you say, okay, it doesn't work, they're like, okay, we'll put the more expensive part in, and it works fine. Right now, it'll work consistently every time with any type of plastic. So yeah, I think that does conclude my review of the 3Doodler 2.0. Actually, it is. I didn't really mention that. It's 3Doodler 2.0. It's available at their website. If you just Google 3Doodler, you'll find their website. It's available there. Like I said, it's $100 American, about 120 Canadian. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I do really enjoy doing reviews. So if you enjoy me doing this review, mine's screw. But if you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and, leave a comment as well, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out the channel. Also, share it on Facebook, Twitter, and I'm not even going to mention Google Plus, because I'm not going to ask you to share it on Google Plus, because to do that, you'd have to make a Google Plus account, and that hellish thing right there, that's what I'm not going to ask my viewers to do. So you guys, make sure to leave a like on this video, and if you don't like this video, comment and tell me on what I could do better next time. So yeah, see you guys.